Hey guys, welcome to another Cobra Kai video. Today I'll be talking about Hulk and how he got nerfed again in part 1 of season 6. I'll also be talking about my predictions for Hulk going into part 2. So first of all, just a little recap of all the other times Hulk got nerfed, like first of all in season 2 episode 10, titled No Mercy, when Dimitri managed to land a kick that sent Hulk into the trophy case, and in season 5 episode 4, titled Downward Spiral, when Kenny managed to land a hit on Hawk when they're at the water park. Then we get the Saikai Taikai qualifier matches in season 5 episode 8, titled Taikai, where Hawk got defeated by Kenny. This is probably the biggest piece of plot armor I have seen with Hawk. The referee was hired by the one and only Terry Silver, so the referee was extremely biased towards Cobra Kai. Also, Kenny used a silver bullet which made Hawk unable to breathe, then led to the paid referee deciding that that minute was a forfeit, so he gave the win to Kenny.
That's a forfeit. Winner, paid.
And now fast forward to season 6 part 1, where first of all, let me just say, Hawk barely got any screen time in part 1 compared to other seasons that he was in. He definitely deserved way more time. First we get Devin Lee, who manages to get a tag from Hawk when the top 12 fighters in season 6 episode 4 titled Underdogs, where they were doing a battle royale game by Mike Barnes to see who was going to Barcelona. In fact, we didn't see Hawk get any tags, so he presumably got his tags off camera. Although he does get a decent amount, he doesn't get around the same number of tags like Robbie, Miguel, Sam and Tori. Then we get immature Dimitri, who couldn't handle someone wanting to plan his own future, so he decided to get aggressive towards Hawk for some reason and kick him when Hawk tried to help him up. I don't really like what they are doing with Dimitri at the moment because it just doesn't really feel like him, if that makes sense.
What? Well, yeah. Why are you all so surprised? I worked my ass off and earned that spot. That would be like LeBron James getting turned down by the Lakers.
Like in the previous seasons, he has never been the one to be aggressive, as he joined Miyagi-Do first after trying to join Cobra Kai. We all know what happened there. I don't really understand why you would get so against someone for wanting to go a different way than your friend in regards to college. Maybe it makes sense because they have wanted to get into MIT since they were kids, as Dimitri says, but still, I think the way Dimitri handled it was pretty extreme. I also didn't like how the writers make Dimitri, goddamn Dimitri, get the flag from Hawk. Now yes, I know what you guys are gonna say, Dimitri did take advantage of Hawk's mercy and kick him, but still. They are really messing up Hawk's reputation as one of the best fighters of the show. Come on, Hawk definitely should have gotten that flag. In fact, Hawk should have been one of the first people chosen in the first game of Battle Royale. Although, Hawk was the first person that Mike Barnes called up, so that might be foreshadowing something in part 2, who knows. All I'm saying is that Dimitri is going to get smoked in the Saikai Taikai. I reckon he is going to get absolutely destroyed. If Dimitri wins like any impressive fights, for example, being able to defeat a Cobra Kai or something along the lines of that, then that is just plot armor, full stop. I really don't think Dimitri is skilled enough to take on a Cobra Kai from goddamn Korea under the command of John Kreese and Kim Da-eun. Just looking at the way Dimitri fights, like when he got 3-0'd in the match with Robbie in season 4, that fight really highlights that skill difference there. I was very relieved to see Hawk getting into the Saikai Taikai at the very end of episode 5, but also still a bit disappointed as he only got a spot in the tournament because Tori left Miyagi-Do. Moving on to the theories with Hawk going into part 2, I hope that part 2 is the part where we see Hawk shine the most, and something I found to back this up is when we can see Hawk 2v1ing as we can see someone already on the ground that was possibly caused by Hawk, and Hawk fighting the other guy. Like I said in the breakdown of the Cobra Kai Part 2 leaked clips, link is in the description below if you want to check it out. We don't know for sure that Hawk is by himself because the cameraman is blocking the left side, but I'm going off from what I can see and it definitely looks like Hawk is 2v1ing. He may be fighting even more people by himself, who knows. What I really and I hope will happen is that there is this theory that Dimitri will get hurt in the Saikai Taikai. This definitely seems realistic as Dimitri stands no chance against the Cobra Kais. I really hope this happens so then they can bring the Fury of the Hawk back by letting him go back to a season 3 prime. Can you imagine if Hawk went back to a season 3 prime where Hawk had been the most powerful due to being under the influence of John Kreese? Maybe in early episodes in part 2, Dimitri and Hawk will reunite and be friends again, and then Dimitri gets injured and then that could make Hawk want to avenge his friend by beating the living crap out of whoever injured him. It could possibly be a Cobra Kai even. I'm not going to say for sure that Hawk will win the Sakai Taikai or anything like that, because I have heard some people saying Miguel or Robbie will win, Hawk will just get knocked out by Quan to prove how powerful he is, or something along the lines of that. This could be true to some extent, but to be honest, the amount of twists we know to exist throughout the show, we know that anything is possible. For example, Tori joining Cobra Kai. What I am trying to get at here is that Hawk could win the Sakai Taikai. It is possible. Nothing may not be that simple as Robbie or Miguel winning. I'm not disregarding Robbie or Miguel winning as a possibility. I'm just basically getting you guys to look at it from all angles and see if there could be other possibilities. All I'm saying is that I hope Hawk shows how good he really is and proves himself yet again at the very least. It's kind of like the writers forgot they made him win in All Valley in season 4. I'm not going to get into that debate with how Robbie was distracted, but Hawk did actually win in the end. You gotta give Hawk the win. So yeah, that about wraps up the video about my predictions in season 6 part 2 for Hawk. I just want to quickly say, it kinda sucks how Netflix is releasing the episodes in 3 parts with huge time gaps in between, and yeah, that's about it. Goodbye.